Hey everyone, welcome back to Better Biomed. Today we're going to take another tour of a company that I have used for years. Now, this company, based out of Orlando, Florida, is one of the companies that I've used for years. It's Cables and Sensors. They have, I believe, about 10,000 SKUs of different cables and sensors. What are the odds? And we're going to today walk through their warehouse. We're going to meet some of the team members and we're going to see what type of stuff these guys really cover. So let's do it. So guys, please introduce yourselves, and this is a pretty big place. Tell us about the company a little bit.
Yeah, so Cables and Sensors, we've been in the business of patient monitoring accessories for over 10 years. And as you can see, we've got heavily stocked here at the warehouse, and we ship same day. And that's kind of differentiates us between a lot of patient monitoring accessory companies that sell compatibles in this market space. So definitely we are the top stockers here.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's Steve. I'm Chris. I'm one of the quality control guys here at Cables and Sensors. And this is our team. Heido is our warehouse manager. And yeah, this is right now they're organizing some orders, looking at some stock and verifying.
Excellent. Well, let's take a look at your warehouse, man. I see there are barcodes everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So how many items do you guys currently keep in stock?
Well, we have about like 6,000 SKUs.
Okay.
But to give you an accurate number, let's find out.
And what manufacturers do you guys currently support?
So we do a little Biomed and as well as APK and Orintech. So we have a few of those.
Okay, I actually like those brands.
Yep.
So you have all for the basic brands, GE, Philips.
Yep.
Siemens.
So the brands that we have manufactured for compatibles are from GE, Philips, Space Labs, Neon Coden,
Okay.
Covidian, all these top manufacturers, Massimo included. We have all those different types of monitoring accessories here. So we heavily stock on those guys.
Excellent. So we see
Yeah.
there are hundreds and hundreds of these cardboard boxes, barcodes everywhere. And the crazy thing is there's even bigger boxes in the back. Let's walk through the process, man, because you guys, everything's labeled. So you guys clearly have a process. Yes. I mean, there's numbers beyond numbers. I mean, look, there's aisles, there's rows, there's sections, like section A.
Right. So we have our passive location, which is everything that comes in directly from our suppliers gets stocked here.
Okay.
And then our active location is everything that's getting picked quickly within short distance spaces. We are currently in the process of unifying both areas because we've just grown so much and our active location is becoming very small. But yeah, right now they are receiving one of our shipments.
Okay.
And the process in which they do this is just real quick. We print out an Excel sheet that basically shows the SKU that our SKU that we are receiving, the manufacturer's SKU,
Okay.
and the quantities and their warehouse locations. This product is, I guess, a one-off product. It will go into temp and usually just leaves immediately. But everything else will have its label. Every other order will have its labels printed and with active and passive locations so that we know where to stock the products. So let's take a look down here. They are currently opening up the boxes and they organize by lot numbers. So everything is with the newer lots, they get put in the back and older lots get pushed out front so that if something expires within X amount of time, the oldest lots get pushed out first.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can see a huge variety of product here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so cables and sensors, obviously it's in the name. I see ECG cables. I see some SpO2 cables. Let's see. What about invasive blood pressure leads and stuff like that? You guys keep all those?
Invasive blood pressure adapter cables we definitely carry, as well as disposable transducers, the invasive ones
nice.
as well. So those are the two categories we carry within that space.
You guys even have things like NIBP adapters.
The walkout and flexi-port connectors, yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating. Okay. Well, the warehouse is bigger than what most people would realize. It's quite large. How many square foot is this?
About 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, 5,000.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
And we've always grown with the idea that we want customers to always have the product available
That same day.
Same day, exactly.
Oh, I get it. Because most other vendors don't stock items. They actually buy them from people like you, in fact.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I've used cables and sensors for years. And that's why it's fascinating that, I'm finally here. I'm walking through your warehouse.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's amazing. So when it comes to like the process when placing orders, what's the process? So walk me through it, because you guys say that you can ship things out quickly. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see how you guys manage that, because with so many SKUs, I would think that would be really difficult to keep track of.
Yeah.
Right. So we actually have a very smart system that we can pick 20 orders within 5 to 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes, and it all happens through the cloud. And our systems, which are also cloud-based or based on the internet. And so we have people here sending us the shipping labels, product labels. Let me move that out of the way.
So the orders, when they come in over here at this station?
Right.
Okay.
So we get shipping labels, we get product labels, and packing slips.
Okay.
And so we have some examples already picked out here. So they'll come and sort out all the shipping labels, the packing slips, and the product labels, and they'll get sorted out in these bins. Then later they'll get added over here onto these racks.
Okay.
And so we've got some already here.
And these are for picking.
Yes.
All right. You can see all the orders that are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So these ones are ready to rock and roll. And you guys also have a scan gun.
Yes.
So there's various levels of quality control you guys have, because I see every order has a barcode.
Right.
Okay.
So we scan in the order ID and we assign a bin to it.
Nice.
So we're going to do 5 just as an example. And the warehouse is set up with like how you see the numbers on the aisles, and it's organized by aisle, then rack number,
Okay.
then row on the rack, and then position.
Oh,
So
holy cow.
So the way the system works is that it won't go from the back of the warehouse to the front, then all the way back to it goes in
Really?
flow. Yeah.
So you don't waste time going back and forth.
How the heck
Exactly.
would
And-
you even program that? That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the brains of this business, honestly. We could sell anything and it would be quick.
Yeah. If we wanted to change the business
Yeah.
to a different
I mean,
item, we could.
You guys definitely have a process for everything that I can see. I mean, since everything's barcoded, you guys obviously have multiple levels of quality control.
Right.
So that people get the correct orders and whatnot.
Exactly.
So as they pick it, it pops up on the gun.
It'll tell you what location to go to. So in this case, it'll say 4197. So we go to aisle 4.
This is so cool. Okay.
Rack 1,
Yep.
row 9, and position 7. So we come here. It'll first tell us scan the location, because we need to let the gun know that, hey, we're here now.
Right.
And then once we scan the location, we have to scan each and every lot number that we're picking into the order. So in this case,
So do you guys keep track of like the serial numbers of cables and stuff?
yes, everything that is serialized or lot assigned, we we take we keep it into the system so that, like I said, everything that's newer to older gets shipped based on what's first in, first out.
Okay, no, that completely makes sense.
And so we scan the item, and then it'll tell us, okay, place it into bin 5. So if let's say now it's telling me to go to row 10, rack 1,
right,
2, and then let's just say I scan the wrong thing, right? I come to the wrong location. It'll tell me, go to the right location. You're at the wrong location. So
I can see human error would be the number one thing that most companies have to deal with. And you guys already have a process figured out for that.
Right. And even if I scan the right location, let's say I by accident grabbed the wrong product and I'm...
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is very cool. So, it'd tell you wrong item, and sometimes, let's say we haven't transferred some products over to the active, it'll tell you, oh, it's the right product, but it's going into negative,
Right.
So, it'll give us some
and it
warehouse.
actively keeps track of your in-stock inventory, right?
Right. Exactly. And what locations things are located. So
when an order is complete, what happens to it from the rack?
When it's complete, I'll get when all of them are picked, I'll get a green arrow and it'll say, hey, look, everything's ready. And, let's roll this cart over.
All right.
Let's roll this cart over. So,
because you guys have to have a really streamlined process in order to pull as many items as you guys do in one day, get it out in one day, and make sure that the orders are correct.
Right. So here it'll come over to our packing station, and so that one order that has been picked, we have it ready.
Look at you.
We thought of everything.
I dig that.
And so the person will come here. They will look at the product and the images and make sure everything is private labeled. This is a OEM, so nothing gets private labeled.
Right.
And we just verify the address, fold the packing slips.
Nice.
And then it's ready to go. So the person here is checking quantities, checking that the right SKUs have been picked.
Okay.
And it gets sent over to this side.
So it's interesting because this is basically a quality control stage.
Right.
So how many stages of quality control do you have? Because if I look at it over here, you got one, the guy that receives the order, and then you got a second guy over here that looks like they select the bins.
Right.
And then you got
the picker.
a third one, but technically the gun itself is a quality control.
Right. Yeah.
So and then the boxing guy checks it again.
Right. So then the boxing guy comes and he'll, come and he'll grab the box that needs to be made. And we got some neat tools like bubble wrap and automatic dispenser.
Nice. So that's technically 5 stages of quality control.
Right.
And I've got a question for you. I see over here, I haven't caught it on camera yet. Over here on the back wall, I see that you guys have a variety of patient monitors and stuff staged. Why do you guys have medical equipment here?
So we, on occasion, we get some, very rarely, we get some returns that
they're questionable, right?
Yeah, that are sometimes some leads might be a little bit loose or something, or we're not getting some right readings. Then we use our monitors for that. And
I would imagine a lot of them would be like you have a Massimo and you bought a Nelcor or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, majority are because compatibility issues that they ordered the wrong thing. But we do on occasion, experience a bad diode or
of course.
A bad.
I mean, if you're going through tens of thousands of products, of course that's what you're going to get. I mean, But as long as you guys have a process for the quality control,
Right.
I mean, you're checking the quantity and making sure that it's the correct part in the first place. But then if you do have any complaints, you have a suite of medical devices over here where you can perform the checks yourself to verify the problem and then contact your manufacturer to make sure that you get it right.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
So here's a question for you guys. What are some of your top sellers for the company? I'm curious.
Yep, easily the DS100A compatible, our S403-01P0. That's a top seller.
Okay,
by
so that's
far.
your SpO2 sensors.
Yep.
And one of the things I didn't know is that you guys also have all sorts of blood pressure cuffs, NIBP cuffs and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the name, cables and sensors, I would think, okay, you got cables and sensors, but NIBP is like one of those things that probably most people don't understand that you guys also stock. And you have the adapter fittings and stuff like that, all that in stock?
Yes, we carry all the types of fittings that you need for those NIBP cuffs. So if you ever need to custom make something, as far as like if you've got a monitor and you want to change and you got a new contract with a specific supplier for NIBP cuffs, we're able to assist you with making those adapters so you can make those conversions over easily.
How cool. And what all type of sensors do you guys carry? I mean, I understand it's probably quite the list, but sensors is such a broad category if you think about it. So name off some of the things that you guys carry that probably most people wouldn't expect.
Yeah, so we have just recently started selling ETCO2 sensors.
Nice.
Those are definitely have been selling a lot more, and they're definitely coming out more and more in the market. So
OEM ETCO2 are very expensive.
Yeah, yeah. They're up in the $1,000 price point, and so those have definitely started to sell a lot more, and we've started to stock heavily now on those ETCO2 sensors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, guys, I mean, obviously we can't go over everything that you guys have. I mean, look at all the shelves that they have. Thousands of SKUs, and plus you guys are growing as a company.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I've heard that you guys have expanded several thousand SKUs just in the last year or so. So where do you guys think you're going to be in the next year or two?
Growing,
definitely
growing.
I mean, we've opened up the battery line that we sell batteries as well.
Really?
I
didn't know that.
Yeah. We don't stock in house, but we do have our distributors for that. So we drop ship that.
Excellent.
Yeah, we do batteries. It's just we're trying to expand BIS cables.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, there's a bunch of new categories coming out, and and if we don't carry it, we definitely have the power to make it for you guys.
Yeah.
So if you guys send in some samples or have a reference number, we can definitely get it manufactured.
One cool note that we also started doing is we started manufacturing in Mexico. So we have our own manufacturing team out there, and they have started working diligence since 2019.
Yeah.
Really?
So so
COVID. There's a lot of products that were stuck on boats off the coast, and that pretty much hurt the entire industry. So you guys are technically manufacturing domestically.
Yeah,
I mean that's very cool. So we're not counting on shipping channels and
right.
Wow.
Yep, we have big containers coming in every single month, I believe, from Mexico. So we're heavily stocking from them as well. So
fascinating. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. In the video description, I will leave the link to cables and sensors. And also, I'll leave an email address. So if you guys have questions about future products or if they can help you with your existing problem, go ahead and write them at their email address and they'll get back to you as quickly as possible. All right, guys. Thank you very much for the tour.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This warehouse is beautiful and the staff, this place is so clean. I love it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.